So these are my basic settings when I'm doing outdoor sports photography. Just general lighting, overcast, partly sunny. I'm usually starting at 2000. If it's a harsher day or sunnier day, I might go up if the sun is really harsh. And that's basically just to control my exposure. I'm using auto ISO, and then I make my adjustments using the exposure compensation here. You see with the meter going back and forth if it's mixed lighting. I'm using high-speed continuous. I use evaluative metering. That's always worked pretty well and been pretty accurate. Servo, of course, for tracking the subjects. I use auto white balance majority of the time for outdoors, unless it's a night game under weird lighting. Case 4 is what I use. Again, my tracking sensitivity also is turned down to locked on. So I use case 4 and I turn it down to locked on. And I use the face tracking. Face tracking has worked really well for me. I use 1 point with my DSLR, my 1DX, because I don't trust the outer points with those. So that's the basics of me for daylight games. Indoor, low light, weird lighting, to make different adjustments. I won't use auto ISO for those situations. Remember, the exposure compensation in conjunction with auto ISO is what's making the difference. So I am making adjustments to the lighting as I'm shooting, but I usually don't have to do much. And here's a couple of photographs from the NCAA lacrosse championships that I photographed. This is pretty much the last sporting event I photographed, I believe. That was in May, and used the same setup for these. On this one, I was at 2500 shutter speed, and 250 ISO is what the auto shows, but I was using exposure compensation, which was at 0.7.